Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. I am Casey. I am the Rockstarflipper, and I appreciate everyone joining me. And if you read the title, you know that we're going to talk about the legal protections that an LLC can offer to you as a small business owner, as opposed to just operating under your social security number or a sole proprietor. Because of one of the videos I did recently, my lawsuit video, people asked, a lot of comments I got about LLC protections, were we set up as an LLC, etc. The answer is yes. My company has always been an LLC, and I operate as a single member. It's called a sole owner, single member LLC. It means I don't have any partners. It is just me. The business and me are treated for tax purposes as one and the same, similar to a sole proprietor. And it does give me protections of my personal assets separate from the LLC assets, the business's assets. But it does not protect you completely from lawsuits. And that's where a lot of people have some misunderstandings and some misconceptions, which I'm going to clear up for you guys right here in this video. Now, down below in the description box, if you press the More button, I'm going to link a website. It's NOLA, and it's got a great story and a great layout of how LLCs work. So when you're done watching this video, go over to that link and check it out. It breaks it down pretty well, probably better than I'm going to be able to do it. But I'm going to go ahead and open it up now. And like I said, the link will be down below so you can read this at your own pace later. But I'm going to show you guys what it says, and I'm kind of going to explain it the best way that I can of what it's trying to say in legalese or legal format. I'll try to dumb it down and put it so that a lot of people can understand it, because a lot of people are not experts on this, and I was not an expert on this prior to everything that I went through. I knew a little bit, but not as much as I should have known. And disclaimer, I'm not a lawyer. I don't have a law degree, obviously. And so if you have a lot more in-depth questions or an actual legal question, or you're facing a situation, you need to consult a lawyer. So let's take a look at this article, this little story, and I will help explain it the best that I can. Okay, so here is my screen here, and I've got us on the website NOLA.com. Which is a great website. I use this a lot. I look up a lot of things on this. It's LLC and Limited Liability Protection, a 50-state guide. It will be linked down below, but let's just read through this. And it says, what type of liability protection do you get with an LLC? The main reason people form LLCs is to avoid personal liability for the debts of a business that they own or are involved in. Obviously, you're trying not to have your personal assets, your money, your house, your cars, grouped up with the business. So that makes sense. By forming an LLC, only the LLC is liable for the debts and liabilities incurred by the business, not the owners or managers. However, limited liability provided by an LLC is not perfect, and in some cases depends on the state that your LLC is in. That is 100% correct. Every state is different. Some states protect more than some, and some protect a lot less. There is a link to each state on this site, I believe. So when we scroll down here, it breaks down 4 of the things you'll want to consider is personal liability for your LLC debts, personal liability for actions by the LLC co-owner or employees, personal liability for your own actions, and LLC's liability for other members' personal debt. So I'm going to break this down. They break it down, and I'm going to explain what each of this means for you. So personal liability for your LLC debts. In all states, if you form an LLC to operate your business and you don't personally guarantee or pay its debts, you'll ordinarily not be personally liable for the LLC's debts. So what that means is if a bank gives your LLC a loan for, let's say you want to get some inventory, they loan you 10 grand and you fail and you can't pay back the $10,000. The LLC is going to be on the hook for the bank. You as Casey or Joe Smith or whatever are not going to be liable to pay that money back out of your personal bank account. They're not going to force you to sell your house to pay it back. All of that is protected. Now, the exception to that rule, which they mentioned down below here, if the bank or the creditor, whoever it is, requires you to co-sign the loan as a personal guarantor, and that is becoming more common because people are getting savvy and being crooks, basically. They'll open up a line of credit, a loan, they'll go bankrupt. The bank has no way to collect, and they run off with the money. Now the banks and creditors are requiring people to sign and co-sign a personal guarantee, which means if the the business, the LLC was to go out of business, couldn't pay back its debts, then you're personally liable for it, and they can then sue you to recoup the money. So if you do co-sign and you're personally guaranteeing it, the LLC is not going to help you. Remember that. So personal liability for actions by the LLC co-owners, employees. This basically means anybody else involved in the LLC outside of you. So they give an example here where Lloyd is an employee of the Acme Bakery LLC. He runs over and kills a brain surgeon in a crosswalk, and he was driving while drunk. Acme Bakery, the company, was found liable, and their business, property, assets, money, and insurance are used to pay the judgment for the surgeon that he ran over. However, the owners of the LLC are not responsible for that because the owners were not found liable. Personally, it was the employee that was found liable. However, if you are the guy that goes in and you're drunk as an LLC owner and you run somebody over, you are then personally liable. That is your own actions. So they break that down. So then this is LLC's liability for members' personal debts. There are ways that creditors and banks can come after you personally liably personally. Basically, if you owe them money and the LLC can't pay it and you're not a guaranteed signer, they can try to foreclose on the LLC or getting a court order to dissolve the LLC, or take a court order to get the money owed to you, the personal person, from the LLC and use that to collect. So it's basically them doing like a hostile takeover of your company in order to recoup the money from you personally. So that's another way that they can get the money. You got to check, here's the links for all your states, but you got to check these out and read these, consult a lawyer if you need. Most of these articles will explain it pretty well. But the bottom line is an LLC does not protect you completely. And the other thing that an LLC does not protect you from completely is if somebody claims you've defrauded them, knowingly defrauded them or knowingly stolen from them, they can then name the LLC as in a lawsuit, and they can also name you as the owner that allowed the LLC to defraud them, which is exactly what was the case in my situation, where I was named personally in addition to my LLC during a lawsuit. So your LLC does not protect you 100%. It will protect you from debts that the company has incurred as long as you did not personally guarantee them, as long as you did not commit a crime or fraud or are accused of that. That voids the LLC's protection and you're back on the hook. So like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I don't have a law degree, but you can certainly consult one, or there are a lot of online references and websites you can check out. Just a quick little breakdown, as basic as I can make it for you guys. I'm going to link this website once again, and you guys feel free to check this website out on your own time, at your own pace, and read through it and Google and get a better understanding. And also the links to the states down below will be a lot of help as well, because every state is different. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope that this kind of clears up an LLC protection a little bit for you. I know there's going to be a lot of questions. If you have any, please put them down in the comment section below. I'm getting a lot of comments lately, so please excuse me if I don't get to them right away, but I will try to answer as many as I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed, and if you need any supplies or any equipment, they're down below in my description box below this link, as well as all my social media links. Thanks as always, everyone, and I will see you next time.